Hi everybody, Dana Sparks, broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors. And today's video is I just wanted to share with everyone some of the conversations that I have been having with some of my agents lately. And the feedback that I have gotten has been positive, and just wanted to share this message with all of our agents at Maximum One Companies, as well as all real estate agents in general. There is a lot in the news right now with interest rates and big companies, big real estate companies having massive layoffs, and hedge funds and investors buying up property for rentals, and all sorts of things just going on. The economy, the inflation numbers, all sorts of things going on. This is June of 2022. And I just want to remind you all that times of great change are also times of great opportunity. Housing is an elemental human need, and buyers and sellers will always need real estate agents to help them with their housing needs, especially now, especially in this rapidly changing market and economy that we have going on. Real estate isn't Buying and selling real estate isn't like purchasing something from an online retailer or a big box store where you can just go online, pick it out, order it, and it'll be delivered to your door. And if you don't like it, you can return it. Real estate is not like that. Real estate is a lot more complicated, number one. Number two, real estate is more emotional for somebody who is purchasing or selling a home. It's not just a house, it is a home with lots of memories and lots of issues tied to where someone lives. That includes where their children go to school, whom their neighbors are, whom they meet, just all kinds of things tied in with real estate. And even more specifically, there are some really, really complicated issues that need an agent to manage everything that is going on simultaneously. For example, we are dealing specifically right now with an issue where a buyer is purchasing a lot. A seller bought 2 lots, what the seller thought was 2 lots, and got a mortgage, and it was supposed to have been recorded and deeded separately. Bought one, it was going to build a house and sell the other one, and the legal description got recorded incorrectly, was not caught by the mortgage company, was not caught by the former closing attorney, was not caught by the agents. And now that seller is going to sell it, it is not an issue getting it surveyed and the separate parcel redeeded. The issue is getting a partial release from the mortgage company for that. So that's one complicated issue that not any one party in this current deal can manage. It is up to the real estate agents to work together to coordinate all of these various people, the closing attorney, the title company, the mortgage company, and facilitate how all of that has to work in concert together. What we're seeing right now a lot is a closing attorney based on the title company requiring that the seller get a survey of the property. There are properties that have been purchased in the past, and for whatever reason, that title company did not do a full 50-year search. And so there are issues with title. There are easements that are incorrect. There are encroachments that are incorrect. So in order to sell the property now, there is the closing attorney via the title company is requiring a survey so that the deed may be properly recorded and so that the seller may convey good and marketable title. Well, there are some survey companies right now that are 2 to 3 months behind in completing a survey. So those are all kinds of issues that the real estate agents are managing in concert with the buyer and the seller and the closing attorney, the mortgage company, and the survey company. There are other sorts of issues with lender issues. And I've done a couple of videos on that, so please watch my other videos. But there are some lenders that are sharing information with the public or with real estate agents that isn't necessarily accurate. Well, it might be accurate from the lender's perspective, but it's not necessarily accurate from a contract or a broker's perspective. And the issue is, will a buyer or a seller default on a contract and lose the earnest money, as well as have to owe potential commission money? So there's lots of things going on. Real estate always does, forever, has been around for hundreds of years and will continue to be around as an elemental need. There are other things with the higher interest rates. Higher interest rates are, and you need to check with your lender. You need to check with those in the know that higher interest rates that get reported regarding the lending, how the feds lend money to companies, that's different than a mortgage loan rate. But there is an issue of liquidity in the mortgage market. So there's a lot of information there that a real estate agent does work together with the lenders, with the buyers, with the sellers, with the co-op agents to help coordinate all of that. And with the contract, should you negotiate for closing costs, or should you negotiate for a different sale price? All of those have to do with what's going on in the economy. Additionally, yes, there are higher interest rates, but it's relative to, generally speaking, the consumer's income is higher than it has been in the past. So the interest rate relative to the salaries or the incomes that people are making, you have to take into consideration that relative increase versus an increase from years ago. Additionally, even in times of higher interest rates, people have still purchased homes. People have still sold homes. And with some of those layoffs, and with it getting a little bit more difficult for a real estate agent to actually do their job, some of the agents, there are some real estate agents who got into the market when it was a fast market, and the houses were, it was a much easier time to be a real estate agent with a fast market. When things slow down or things get complicated, it is an agent who is well educated, well trained, well supported, who stays in this business and does become an integral part of the process for the buyers and the sellers and all of the parties involved. So these layoffs of some of these companies is going to eliminate a lot of competition for those traditional real estate agents who get into real estate in order to help people and be a blessing with their real estate license, as well as agents who have been in real estate for several years in our experience. So now is the time to buckle up, pay attention, be informed, and just get creative. Be aware of the current market and economy, but stop buying into all the problems and the rhetoric in this world and choose to be the solution. Innovation and synergy and education will propel you through these changing times so that you may be a beacon for your prospects and clients and colleagues. So we get questions and calls and emails all the time from agents. So please be sure you're subscribed to stay tuned for the stay up to date with everything relative to real estate contracts in Georgia and what's going on in real estate in general. No matter how complicated it may sound, I'm here to make it crystal clear. If you've enjoyed this video, you'll love the one that's on the screen now.